What I say is common sense. At least you got what you paid for. If you don't like anything that I said, I give you the shirt off my back, but you couldn't see it. That's why I felt so closed off.
Yo, what's up guys, my name is TDK, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 worst / saddest elimination in all of Total Drama history. Keep in mind, this is my opinion and it's totally cool if you disagree. Also, I am sorry that it's my last upload was over, I think, 4 months ago now. I'm sorry about that. Stuff's been happening, and I'm gonna try and start uploading a little bit more consistently on this channel. So without further ado, let us begin. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have the haters / daters in the Redonkulous race. Now, the daters were definitely my favorite team in the Redonkulous race, and when they broke up and started hating each other, I was laughing consistently in all their screen time they had through that phase, and I really enjoyed their time towards the end when they were slowly coming like less hateful, and it was kind of hinting towards that they were going to get back together, and they were going to be eliminated soon because that was their entire, basically, the storyline. And when they were eliminated, I was a little sad, but they were in the final 5. Technically, until the surfers came back. It's kind of weird, but they didn't make very far, not to say nonetheless. Coming in at number 9, we have Lindsay's elimination in Total Drama All-Stars. This elimination gets on my nerves for a few reasons. A, Lindsay was the first person voted off in the entire season. She voted off herself again, not learning from her mistake all the way back in season 2, which makes literally no sense as she lost all of her character development, and it really gets on my nerves. How do you vote yourself off twice? That just doesn't make any sense, and they really derailed her because that was the last time she even competed. So yeah, Lindsay comes in at number 9. Coming in number 8, I have another Total Drama All-Stars elimination. This one's going to be Duncan. Now this one makes sense, but still the way they wrote Duncan this season was really lame. They made him really soft, and it made him miss Courtney so much for some odd reason, because when he was introduced, that was kind of like his whole idea of like, oh, he's the bad boy, you know, doesn't really care what people think about him. So that was really stupid. But basically what the way they wrote him off, which is kind of funny, I guess. Basically, he sold the dynamite, blew up Chris's college, not college, I'm stupid, blew up Chris's cottage, and then Chris literally had him arrested and kicked off the show. Nonetheless, he still made the merge at 8th place, and yeah. Alright, coming in at number 7, I have DJ in Total Drama Island. DJ's elimination in Island is an interesting one. The challenge was basically to survive a made-up horror movie challenge, but there was no way that either of the final 8 could even know what was going on because Chris never even explained the challenge. Basically, in the start of the episode, they were watching a movie, they were wondering where Chris and Chef were at, they get on a boat and they leave, and then they're all just confused what's going on. So, that's kind of weird. And basically, the campers didn't know what the challenge was the entire episode, and DJ got super scared, ran all over screaming, and at the bonfire ceremony, Chris literally said it's equally, he says that it's equally unanimous that Gwen wins Invincibility, and it's equally unanimous that DJ walked the dock of shame, and there was not even any votes or anything. Literally, that was an elimination series was for that episode. So yeah. Coming in at number 6, I have Bridgette and Total Drama Island. The challenge for this episode was a game of hide and seek, and the 3 campers with the most votes towards the end of the episode were Bridgette, Owen, and Duncan. Duncan in this episode formed the guys' alliance earlier, and all agreed to vote Bridgette off. The girls were discussing either to vote Owen or Duncan before they even got to the ceremony, before they like had a little argument and stuff, and it looked like Duncan was going to be eliminated, but they all threw a curveball at us, and it was Bridgette. They kicked off Bridgette. So yeah. Coming in at number 5, I have Duncan in Total Drama Island. Now the reason why why this one makes me kind of sad is because Duncan's my favorite character. And the final 4 in Total Drama Island were all great competitors, as all 4 of them won a season later on in the series. Basically the challenge was Owen and Duncan were pitted against Heather and Gwen in a chef ran by Chef instead of Chris, because Chris wasn't there for some reason. I can't quite remember the reason why, but basically they were thrown, and they basically like wake up in the middle of the forest, and their challenge is basically to race back to camp after like Chef left them there. And basically the guys were pitted against the girls, and they mainly lost because when the girls were ahead of them in the final minutes of the episode, Owen sniffed sticky buns, my bad, and ran past the totem pole that they're supposed to basically the finish line, and ran for the sticky buns instead. And this was really funny because they also didn't have a voting elimination. Basically, it was Chef. He didn't like Duncan, and he just kind of like, yeah, you're gone. And yep, that's how Duncan got 4th place in Total Drama Island. Alright, coming in number 4, I have Noah and Total Drama World Tour. This one might be a shocker, but hear me out. In the episode, they go to London, and the challenge is to find and capture Jack the Ripper, actually basically Ezekiel. Clues, and basically Ezekiel or Jack the Ripper is like capturing people one by one to bring them to the plane. And the funny part is that Noah's team actually wins the challenge. But in this episode, Courtney and Gwen find Duncan, bring him back, and because they bring Duncan back, that gives them the win and sends Noah's team to the elimination ceremony. And earlier they since like everything was being monitored, Alejandro heard Noah basically say that, yo, he's a snake, he's a bad dude, don't trust him, to Owen, and that really pissed him off, and that basically what got him voted off. Pretty dumb way to lose, especially since your team won the initial challenge itself. Alright, now we're getting into the final 3. So for number 3, I have Lindsay and Total Drama Action. Yes, this one is her best season, and she was really good, okay? But here's the problem, right? Throughout this season, she had really good character development, for being the stereotypical stupid blonde to being someone who actually has a bit of brain cells. And basically the challenge is, it's the final 6 between Lindsay, Beth, Courtney, Owen, Harold, and Duncan. After the challenge, Beth and Lindsay were discussing with Harold and Owen about voting off Duncan, and at the end of the ceremony, it is shown that Beth distracted Lindsay, and she accidentally voted herself off and was eliminated like that. Yeah, she literally voted herself off twice. Coming in at number 2, I have Lindsay in Total Drama Island. Another Lindsay elimination. She just gets eliminated in just stupid ways, man. In this elimination, everyone knows it, right? It's the final 9. The challenge is to build a bike, and then you race the bikes, but you don't race your own bikes that you build. They pull the hat, and then the final 4 of the first race go on into the race for invincibility. But if you come in last place in the race for invincibility, you automatically lose. Like, you get voted off the island. So it almost makes sense to lose the first race, so you're not even risking getting voted off. But the race for invincibility consists of Duncan, Owen, Heather, and Lindsay. Lindsay in this episode had already built Heather's bike. And at this point in the series, like, she was kind of under thinking that Heather was like kind of bad because she was the main antagonist this season, and she had built her bike, and Heather's in first place. She wins first place actually, but the weird thing is that when Lindsay crosses the finish line for second place, not third or fourth, Chris says, oh yeah, because Owen wiped out and Duncan also wiped out, they did not finish the race at all, and therefore making you last place. And that is how she loses. She literally loses because she finished second place in a race that consisted of 4, and 2 of the people did not finish, and so that's how I was like, yeah, you're out. No bonfire ceremony, nothing. Heather wins again, and Lindsay loses, ticking everybody off. And number 1, this one's pretty obvious, right? It's Leshawna and Total Drama Island, okay? So it's the final 5, and this elimination is flat out retarded in every single right. Basically, this episode doesn't even have a challenge, right? The final 5 literally barely have any screen time, because they don't. They literally it's like Casa de Losers, where like the episode like goes around like talking to all the previous contestants who were voted off. And at the end, the shocker is that Chris is like, "All right, guys, you get to vote off one of the remaining final 5, and they will be here tonight." So basically, all these people who were voted off can pick who they want to vote off now, right? So initially, it seems like, oh, they're definitely going to vote off Heather because Heather fucked almost all of them over, and no one likes her in this season. But no, Chris goes around asking. And he asks Katie and Sadie first, and they say, "I miss Leshawna the most." And for some reason, Chris counts that. And then for some reason, everyone just keeps saying Leshawna's name, and Chris actually counts that as votes. And basically is like, "Okay, well, yeah, y'all voted off Leshawna," and sure enough, that is how she gets written off. She gets written off in a challenge she didn't, like in an episode where they didn't even compete in the challenge. The losers got to vote off somebody, and they accidentally all said her name and voted her off. So yeah, well, that is everything, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. Sorry it took me so long to make another video, but hopefully I'm gonna try uploading more consistent on this channel. When I say that, I don't mean like once every week. I'm gonna try for like once every 2 weeks right now instead of once every fucking 4 months. So yeah, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.